AEW Dynamite took place tonight, and you started to show off with the open challenge for Cody Rhodes. His opponent was Eddie Kingston. He challenged Cody. He went after Arn Anderson. He really ripped into this guy. It was a good promo by Eddie Kingston. They eventually have a no DQ TNT Championship match. And on live TV on TNT, we get some thumbtacks. Cody Rhodes takes a brutal bump onto the tacks. We see the tacks sticking out of his back. They're sticking into his pants, which pierces into his lower back, which I thought that looked so painful. I hate thumbtacks, and I'm terrified of like splinters and something sticking into me. It drives me nuts. It's so fucking painful. I would never want to fucking take a bump on a thumbtack. So I'm glad I'm not a wrestler. I don't have to do stuff like that. But the hell of a matchup, really good. Cody eventually gets the figure 4, and they start to show off really hot. They preview the rest of the crowd. Then they go to a Jon Moxley promo. He said he prides on telling himself the truth, and he wants to tear Brian Cage's arm up. And he said Taz gets the Manager of the Year for throwing in the towel. Next, you have MJF against... he cuts a promo, and then he faces Griff Garrison. This is just a squash, nothing much to say here. He had Tony Schiavone with Rebel backstage. Britt Baker called them into their locker room. Britt unveiled the fourth rule of being a role model, which is to never count out a role model. She's poised to make a great comeback like Michael Jordan did with the Wizards. Yeah, that was pretty funny. And she's gonna come back, and her trial will be at All Out. So I guess All Out is September. It's gonna be, not in front of people. Taz and Brian Cage are in the ring. Didn't really care. I'm bored with this. I'm bored of Taz. I respect the guy. I like him, but I'm bored of this. They had Darby Allin come out, and then Brian Cage fights Darby Allin, and Jon Moxley runs in for the save with a baseball bat. Cage and Starks bailed. They put over on commentary. Allin saved Moxley last week, and Moxley returned the favor this week. Marvez interviews Chris Jericho backstage. Didn't really, not much to say there. They then go to a Falls Gunner match. He had the Young Bucks against the Butcher and the Blade. So they start off in the kitchen, which was funny. We don't really see too much wrestling or fights in there. And they move into backstage. I thought we were going to get to see a freezer. I want to see someone go into the damn freezer. I thought that would be cool. Or a stove. We can't put that on. I think the Bucks missed a table. I think there was supposed to be a table spot they missed. Then he had the Butcher hit a crossbody on neck through a table. The Bucks got some offense in. They get to the stage. They Bucks hit Blade with the BT trigger. They put Butcher and Blade on tables, and the Matt saw Matt and Nick jump off the tunnels on the stage. Matt held an elbow drop on the Butcher, and Nick hit a senton, and they smash him through tables, and they get the win. So Young Bucks with the victory. Fun match. Alex Marvez interviews Jake Roberts and Lance Archer. So they're really bringing back a lot of managers. That's what I've been noticing. AEW really wants to do that. Deontay defeated the Ivelisse. Ivelisse is interesting. I don't know why WWE never really gave her a shot, really. Because she's not too bad. But the Knight wins. If I'm pronouncing that. Hangman Page beat Allen 5 Angels. Okay matchup here. Not much to say there. Just kind of a squash. We had Brody Lee and Colt Cabana, the worst storyline in wrestling right now. I don't give a shit about any of this. I hate the Dark Order. I don't care about Colt Cabana. You had the Dark Order attack Hangman Page. You had FTR run in with a cooler. FTR offered Page a beer, and he accepted while Omega looked on. Omega and Page against Evil Uno and Stu Grayson for the tag titles next week, along with Hikaru Shida versus Diamante. And you have Darby Allin, Jon Moxley against Brian Cage and Starks. And you have Cody will defend the title in the match next week. So main event was Chris Jericho and Jake Hager against Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. So wondering to see Sammy Guevara. I mean, we still know the stuff we said about Sasha. It's over. Like, couldn't they bring him back now? I've been thinking, bring this kid back. This was an okay match. So Luchasaurus had a roundhouse kick for near fall. Santana jumped in the apron. Jungle Boy hit a flying head scissors off the apron onto Santana Ortiz. Someone in a Serpentina mask hit Luchasaurus with a baseball bat. And then Jericho hits the Codebreaker on Luchasaurus for the win. So, who is under the Serpentico mask? It's Sammy Guevara. I knew it. I called it right. The Inner Circle continued beating down the Jurassic Express. Orange Cassidy and Best Friends come for him to save. And then you have Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, and Jungle Boy against Jericho, Guevara, Hager, Santana, and Ortiz next week. So that's what we got, and that recaps Dynamite from tonight.